Hello, my friends. Welcome back. How are you? I hope doing okay. Let's see what I'm up to today. I thought we would cast in my jumbo letter molds again. And we're going to be using my Cayman's Kea alcohol inks once again. And we're going to omit the Sinker White and see if we can get a better outcome. So I have a letter missing here. Does anyone know what it may be? Anyone? Okay, we're going to be casting the word grace. I thought that was fitting the day before Christmas. I'm going to be using my Mixed-A-Mold, and we'll go ahead and lay some Mixed-A-Mold down in the letters first. But we need to figure out how much we're going to be needing. So I'm going to look on the side of the bucket here and take a peek at it again. I always have to do this. You would think I would memorize this chart by now, but I haven't. I'm not sure how much we're going to need, so let's go ahead and just do a cup, which is the dark purple down here. And that's 1 cup of mixed mold to 6 tablespoons of water. So I'm going to go ahead and get our powder measured out, and then I'll get us some water and we can get to whipping. We're going to go up to the 1/3. I'm not going to do the cup because I think that's going to be too much mixed mold. So we're going to go up to the 1/3 cup. And I think that's going to do it. We're going to do the one up above the dark purple. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and measure out we won't be needing 6 tablespoons of water anymore. We need 4. Each of my cups is 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to start off by placing some of the water in the cup, then drop some of the powder down in there and stir it up. And then we'll drop in that other cup of water and then some more of the powder. I think it works best for me to get my mixed mold stirred up this way. I find that it just works best for me. I spilled some of the water, so I just added a little bit more to the cup. All right, I have all of the powder in there now, so I'm just going to get it mixed up really good. We don't have a whole lot of time here, so I sped the video up here. I am whipping kind of fast, but not that fast. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this mixed mold down in our letters. I'm just basically trying to cover the surface. Hopefully we have enough. Look at that. I can't believe we had the exact amount. That's crazy. Okay, that has cured. Now let's go ahead and get our mixed mold out of our letter mold. I didn't pour it really thick, so I'm trying to be careful here. I don't mind breaking them, but it needs to be where I want to break them. There's the G. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone ready for Christmas in the morning? I am. I spent all day long wrapping and getting everything ready for 2 different Christmases, our Christmas and our Christmas with my in-laws. So I have everything done and ready. So my girls are coming over after they do their Christmases in the morning, and then they'll be over here probably around noon. And I went ahead and opted for pizza. I did a big Thanksgiving dinner. I cooked a lot. So I thought I would tone it down a bit. So we ordered pizza tonight, because they're not going to be open tomorrow. And I'm going to just store it for the night and we'll just warm it up tomorrow for Christmas. What are you guys having tomorrow to eat? Did anybody go simple like me? Or are y'all cooking? I know I did talk to someone. I was standing in line and me and this lady was chatting, and she's doing a new recipe she found on Pinterest that sounded very interesting. She's doing seafood dressing. Yes, you heard me right. Seafood dressing. You know, like Thanksgiving dressing? She's doing seafood dressing. I've never heard of that. Okay, you guys, now I'm taking my little snippers and I'm cutting my letters. And I'm going to be placing half of the letter back down into the mold. And I'm trying to cut these kind of jagged because I want that mountain look, you know, kind of like a mountain. I want it to look like that inside of the mold. But I'm not getting it on every letter. And I don't want to keep snipping away at the letters because I'm afraid I may snip them in half. So I'm just trying to be careful. But I do end up getting that look out of several of my letters. And I'm just brushing them off, you know, dusting them off a little bit before I place them back down into the mold. I did go and rinse all of my molds after I demolded them before we start again, because we're going to be placing resin on the top half of the molds. And I didn't want that mixed mold to be in there with the resin. So I went ahead and rinsed up all of my letters after I demolded them out of the mixed mold. So that's why I'm brushing them really good and cleaning them off before I put them back down into the molds. And does anyone know a trick, you know, or something that, you know, that helps you know which letters you're working backwards out of the mold and which ones you're not? Because I can't tell. Okay, we have the mixed mold placed down into all of the letters. And I'm going to be saving the other halves because we can place those down into another mold. You know, I can do them, use the upper half in another letter or something. Or I can do, well, I'll have to do the same word again. Or if I have another word and I can steal some of these, I could do that. But I don't know. I'm going to save them. I'm not going to chunk them because I'm sure I'll use them in something. Another word or something. I don't throw a whole lot away, you guys. I just don't. Okay, now I've mixed up 100 mils of Bond Crafter epoxy resin. That's a 1-to-1 epoxy, and it's part A and part B. That's what 1-to-1 means. There's a part A and a part B. One bottle says A and one bottle says B. So I did 50 mils of part A and 50 mils of part B. Part A is the resin and part B is your hardener. And I always pour my hardener in my cup first. And then I pour the resin on top of the hardener and then I stir. I did add a little bit of glitter to my resin. I used the non-sinking glitter that I get from Temu. And the bottle did look yellow, but it doesn't show a color inside of the resin. So now I've poured it down into each one of my molds. And now I'm just trying to get each letter even. You know, try to get the same amount of epoxy in each letter. And as soon as I get this done, I'm going to go grab some flowers and we can start laying the flowers down into the resin. And these are the flowers that I picked. I think these are beautiful. I love how they have a long stem on them so that we can really, you know, we can really lay it down where the mixed mold's at and have it look like it's growing, from behind the mixed mold. And we'll have enough stem on it to make it look really pretty. See, I'm going to lay it down in there probably like this. And I'll make some of them longer and some of them shorter to look like a nice bouquet in each letter. And I just cut a little bit of the stem off that I'm not going to be using. And some of them I'll just leave the stem on because you won't be able to see the stem on our next pour. And I did put my flowers down into resin, not these in the center. I dipped those in resin, but I do have some over there in the cup that are sitting in the resin that I'm going to be using too. Because I really like to let my flowers soak in the resin, and that'll help out with the bubbles. Oh, look at that blue one. Isn't that beautiful? And then here's some baby's breath. The white baby's breath I laid down in there next to the blue and the letter G. And let's put some of the purple. I don't know what these are called, but I don't really have a big area to work with right there, right here where I'm at right now. So I'm just going to put this in there and maybe put a few baby's breath next to it or something. And now I've got some greenery here. I thought it would be really pretty to put some greenery behind some of these flowers. Let's put some right here. Yes, that's beautiful. And then I'm going to add some greenery right over here. So pretty, so pretty. And I'm placing them where it looks like they're growing from behind the mixed mold. And now I'm going to add some yellow baby's breath next to this one right here. I love the colored baby's breath. I think they are so beautiful in resin. Wow, that flower had a really long stem. Then I'm going to place some of these pretty purple ones right over here in the C. And then we'll just put some of those yellow baby's breath in the E. And now I'm just going to go ahead and try to thicken up the bouquets in each to make them look nice and full. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow. And I wish each and every one of you the best New Year. And I'd like to thank each and every one of my subscribers. You all have stuck with me, and I just really appreciate it. I'm so grateful for all of your time that you put into my videos, watching my videos, commenting on my videos, engaging. I want to thank each and every one of you. I would not be where I'm at today without you all. And I'm so thankful. And I love our little tribe we have here. And it's growing. Our tribe is growing. And that just makes it, even more people to share, in the comment section. So yeah, I look forward to the new year, more people joining our little tribe, and then we'll have even better, engagement in the comment section, hopefully. So maybe you might have a question and you don't know the answer to it, something you can't figure out, and you drop it in the comment section and be somebody there to help you out. Because that's one thing I like about my channel. Everyone here is so respectful. And I thank each and every one of you for that. We're all different here. We like different things and have different opinions, but I bet we all have a lot in common. And the one thing we have the most in common is we love resin art. Okay, now I mixed up some more resin, and I mixed up 6 ounces, 3 ounces of A and 3 ounces of B. And I spritzed a little bit of alcohol in before I poured the resin to help with the bubbles. And this is the pour where we are pouring the most resin in, because we're going to be dropping the alcohol inks in. But I'm going to be leaving a little bit of room in my molds to make another pour of epoxy resin in the back. I'm going to spray a little bit of alcohol in the C, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour. And I'm just trying to even the letters out with the resin the best that I can. And I'm not going to have enough left over for the A. So I'll do the A, and then I'll meet you back to demold. And now I'm just shaking those inks up. And the colors that I'm using in the inks are dusty pink, strawberries with cream, caramel, and peach smoothie. This is the dusty pink that I'm pouring now, or that I'm dropping in now. Excuse me. Now I'm going to close that one up, and then I'm going to shake up the strawberries with cream. Do y'all see how the inks are already spreading? I love how these inks spread. No, I'm sorry. This is the dusty pink. The first one I put in was the strawberries with cream. And this is the peach smoothie. And the caramel. I have learned with these inks, you do not need much of them at all. And to be honest, I used a little bit too much. But these inks are new to me, so I'm learning about them. I love how they are spreading out, though. Take a look down and see what I mean. Do you see how they just spread out everywhere so fast? They look so creamy looking. They're beautiful. I love them. I'm going to be getting some more of these inks because I'm really enjoying them. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop in some more resin behind the alcohol ink. And I just love the effect that that gives, and it'll drop the inks a little bit more. And I'm just going to share this with the other ones until I get, all of it poured in my cup. Now I'm going to grab my tool and I'm going to just twirl around a little bit, and then I'm going to get out of there. Not too much, just a little. And then I'll meet you back and we'll demold them. I decided to not drop any resin in behind because I'll just throw a dome on them and be done with it. So I didn't put any resin behind the alcohol inks. Okay, it's demold time. Let's go ahead and get these out of the molds and take a look at them. I was taking it slow here because I wasn't sure if the letters were actually cured, because the weather has changed where I live. It's cold here, and that makes my resin cure takes longer to cure. So I'm trying to get used to that going from summer to winter. And I'm just going to leave them face down, and then we'll take a look at them when we get them all demolded. I know you're like, just let us look already. And if you missed my video yesterday, you might want to go check it out. I'm having a giveaway. Bond Crafter is giving away 3 different kits of their UV resin to 3 of my subscribers. Yes, 3 of my subscribers. So that's a nice giveaway, you guys. And all of us could use some extra resin in our craft room, right? And I did review this UV resin on my channel yesterday, and the resin is really nice. You're really going to like it. So I wish all of my subscribers would go get in on that giveaway. Okay, you guys, we are at the last letter. Are y'all ready to turn these over and take a look at them? Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. You ready? Here it is. Oh, look at those flowers. They look so beautiful. So beautiful. What do y'all think? I think that one is gorgeous. And I'm going to be doming the front of these, and I'm going to clean them up, sand them and clean them up. Oh, this one turned out beautiful too. Look at that. I love how the flowers on this one's going all the way across. I wasn't sure how I was going to cut that letter with the mixed mold. This one's beautiful too. Now, I do like how this one came out, because the middle of the A, it came off. Oh no, y'all, look at this. I did it again. The C, look, I can't turn it any other way. And I did it again on the E. Y'all would think I would have remembered that. I just did the word amen, and the letter E was backwards. I cannot believe I did that again. My goodness. Can y'all tell I've been a bit crazy for the holidays? Okay, I can't leave these like this. These do not look good like this because the flowers, they look like they're growing, up. So these don't look right. So I'm going to go ahead and do these over. But the good thing is I already have the mixed mold for both of these letters. Because remember, I saved the pieces. And look, I love how jagged that one came out. So I took my tool and I tried to make this one a little bit more jagged. So I do like how they look now. So let's go ahead and place them down in the letters, and I'm going to go ahead and remake these 2 letters. And I'll speed it up so we can move through it fast. I'm spraying alcohol in the mold, dropping some resin down in there. I didn't want you to miss it, so I didn't cut it out of my video. I'm so glad I saved those pieces of mixed mold. And now I'm going to drop in some glitter. I didn't want to mix it in the cup because I'm going to use that for something else. And now I'm just going to get that glitter stirred up into my resin here. But I'm not stirring it fast. I have this sped up. because you don't want to start whipping in the resin and stir up a bunch of bubbles. Now I'm going around the rim of the mold, making sure there's no bubbles in it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and drop the flowers in. I did let them soak in the resin. And I used a little bit different greenery in this one, and I think it's going to turn out really pretty. I didn't have a whole lot of room to work with on that little section of the E. So I'm just going to drop in what I can in there. I didn't want to leave it bare. And now I'm just going to pick this up and put it in this one. And I just, shared one of them from that one and placed it in the E because it was quite a lot in that C. Okay, I'm going to grab one of my dragonflies, and we'll place one of the dragonflies like it's sniffing one of the flowers. I think we'll use this one right here. And I'm going to turn it upside down or backwards. And we'll put it right over here, right next to the flowers. Now we're going to go ahead and go in with some more resin. Cover those flowers. And then we'll drop the inks. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun, pop any of those surface bubbles. And now we're going to go ahead and go in with the inks. I've learned that you don't need a lot. Two more colors to go. Almost finished, you guys. And if you'll please hit the like button for me before you go, that will really help me out. Thank you so much. Now I'm dropping resin in behind the ink, get it to drop a little bit, and I just love the look that this gives. Okay, these are cured. Let's go ahead and take them out of the mold and take a look at them. Then we can put our letter together and we will be done. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around and watching the whole video. I really appreciate it. Now that looks so much better. What do you guys think? It turned out beautiful. I love it. And I love how the mixed mold looks. You know how I took my tool and made it jagged? It looks really good that way. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that greenery in this one. It looks really good. Y'all see the dragonfly in there? It's so pretty. And see how the jaggedness of the mixed mold looks? I think it looks really good. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. This this letter will be in my shop really soon. I'm going to sand this and dome it, and then I'll put it in my shop for anyone who's interested. I think it turned out gorgeous. It's beautiful. See there how that came out? So pretty. And then there's that one. Try to give you a little better look at what I was talking about. And now I'm going to pick up one of the other letters and show you the difference. See the R, it doesn't have any jaggedness to it. See there? So which do you like better? Do you like it looking jagged or not? I got a little bit in this one, not a whole lot. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye, and I will see you not tomorrow, but the next day. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends. May the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ be with you this Christmas and all through the year. Thank you for giving us this gift of grace through your Son, Jesus Christ. It was your will for him to be born, to live and die for us. This gift is the best gift you could ever place under our Christmas tree.